Hi guys, and welcome to another video in this series where I look to see whether or not the Hero5 Black, the new camera from GoPro, will fit on some of the existing gimbals in the market. On the bench at the moment we have the Lanparte LA3D, a gimbal that I've done a review of, and basically what we're going to see is whether or not we can make this fit to it as it currently comes. One good thing with Lanparte is the fact that they do have this modular design in terms of you can actually remove this bracket completely. So chances are that Lanparte will come out at some point with a design that will fit the actual GoPro 5 deliberately and purposefully, but at the moment we're just using the one that fits the Hero 4 camera. Now, like other gimbals, this one is designed to be able to cope with the weight of the Hero 4 with a backpack on it, so that's 120 grams. This in its own with its battery is 120 grams, so in terms of weight and management for the motors there shouldn't be a problem in respect to that. It's only whether we can physically fit it. Now, like many of the other gimbals, the problem that we have is the form factor is different. If we put this on the back of it, you can see it is not by any means a perfect fit. It's not too bad, but you can see it doesn't fit flush. You can still see the screen, but there's nothing really to support it. So the way we get around that, and the best method that I found so far, is we take the thumb screws. Sadly there are no threads in the back of here, but you just poke one through there and then we poke the other one through the top. And as you can see, once we do that, that actually gives the camera something to sit on. And then basically all we then need to do is we grab ourselves a good old-fashioned rubber band, hook that around the back, hook it around the front, and then we're fixed. Now with that in place, you can see that's pretty good. It's not slopping around, it's not falling about. These will actually support it, and because we're using elasticated rubber band, it's pulling these in, so there is a bit of springiness to it. And to be honest, that's pretty good. Obviously there's the issue that it could fall sideways. If you're worried about that, as with other gimbals, what you do is you take the camera, you put it in auto rotate mode, so it will flip the horizon round deliberately. Then you twist the camera around, you make it so the lens is here, and that means that the lens will push against the rubber band. So a good method to do it if you want to carry it around on it. But as just a temporary fix, then that should, at least from the purposes of physically fitting it, be okay. Now the other thing that I should mention with the Lanparte design, because it is modular, of course there is the other option in terms of this, which is the Hero 4 session bracket. Now anyone who's interested in the Hero 5 session, bear in mind that the physical size of the Hero 5 session is identical to the 4, which means this should work absolutely fine for it as well. So another reason why the Lanparte LA3D modular design is coming into its own in that respect. So anyway, that's the physical sort of fitment to it. What we'll do is I'll change angle and we'll see whether or not it actually operates and it controls the cameras. Specifically with this gimbal, there are digital encoders, which means that if you put any strain on the motors, you get a high-pitched squealing noise. So that will give us a really good indication as to whether or not it accepts the weight and the balance of this camera on there, or whether or not it's going to have some issues. Okay, so let's see whether or not the Lanparte LA3D will fit with the GoPro Hero5 Black all mounted to it. One thing that I should point out, these are really nice thumb screws. They've actually got a little extra sort of nodule outside of it, which the rubber band will get caught in nicely. So actually it's a really nice way of doing it, and it does hold it really snug. And obviously you can see the LCD screen is absolutely crystal clear and fully visible. So let's just turn this on. And let's initialize, and you can see and you can hear all seems to be pretty good. So much like some of the other gimbals, there is a slight maybe tilt on the camera, but there's no squealy noise. If I do this, you can hear sounds like squeaking. That's actually a mechanical slash electrical noise, and that's basically the digital encoders complaining. Like that, you see. So that's if you touch it. So if this was actually out of balance, you'd hear that, it would be struggling with it. So as you can see, if I just use the range of motions, leans down, recovers position, twists around, so no problems there. So as suspected, the Lanparte LA3D, even just as it is at the moment with no change of bracket, will actually be able to use the Hero5 Black with a simple bit of rubber band technology.